Well, we've had a busy week already, haven't we? Man, just hang on to your hats, boys and girls, because there's so much going on. It's hard to keep up some days, that's for sure. We'll keep an eye on the markets and things in that measure. But meanwhile, oil between $60 and $65 a barrel. It's $20 less than it was just about 10 days ago. Frank Lasee is the president of Truth and Energy and a Climate and a former Wisconsin State Senator. He joins me now. Frank, nice to see you here today.
Good morning.
American Energy, and not just American Energy, but all natural resources. Yesterday, the president signed a executive order ending the war on water. He's going to make showers great again, Frank. We get to have as much water as we want for a shower. When the toilet flushes going forward, might actually work. It's crazy, isn't it?
Our dishwashers might work. We might not have to run our clothes through the wash machine twice.
Right. You know, the dishwasher, most people don't realize this. I read this a year ago, I guess. The dishwasher, strangely enough, is the most regulated appliance in your home. And they don't work the way they used to. You know, you have to use a half a gallon. Da, da, da. No. You know, this whole thing of using, 0.7 liters of water to flush a toilet, it's nonsense. Anyhow, look, America has natural resources. We've got oil, we've got gas, we've got coal, we've got farmland and timber and fresh water, lots of water. We don't need to worry about flushing our toilets. The point that I'm getting at is the crazy on the left has to get out of the way and let America use the natural resources that God blessed this piece of real estate with and move us forward. What say you?
Amen, brother. That's absolutely true. And we're going to see this. It's happening right now. It takes a little bit of time, but they are headed so much in the right direction. I have been very impressed and pleased with the amount of activity coming out of the Trump administration. He has just been really pushing in the right direction. They need more people in Washington. It takes a little while to get all the support staff because the deep state of the United States, the government workers who have been there for decades, many of them are leftists, the vast majority are, and they aren't really on the Trump agenda. And of course, he's replacing many of them and fired a lot of them. And that's all good things. It's kind of like what happened with X when Elon took over. He downsized by 80% and the service got better. It got better. And we're seeing the same thing happen. So people need to have some patience. There will be a few mistakes along the way, but there have been surprisingly very few mistakes. And we're headed in the right direction. We have plenty of resources and we should be using them.
Yeah. Plenty of resources. We should be using them. Look, where do you think we go with inflation, the price of gasoline, the price of electric bills, the price of all? I'm looking at the price of oil today. It's between $60 and $65 a barrel. And as I mentioned when I came back from break there, it's about $20 a barrel less than it was when I left on spring break a couple of weeks ago. I mean, it's wonderful because it means that if the price of gas is falling every day, that means the price of groceries is going to fall. The cost of living is going to fall. Inflation will be less than 2% for the month of April. That's my prediction. What do you say?
I think you're absolutely right. People don't understand that when energy prices go up, and the Biden administration's, one of their sole focuses was to make energy more expensive of all sorts. Our electric energy,
it's been that way, Frank, since Barack Obama. He wanted to drive gasoline to $10 a gallon. You remember that?
Oh, absolutely. And he wanted to make our electricity very expensive by closing coal plants all over the place, which has been happening, but now it's been reversed because coal is reliable, affordable, and we use clean coal technology that supplies a third to half of all the drywall for building in America. So it's bigger than that. They take out 99.7% of the solids. So when you drive by a coal or a natural gas plant and you see steam coming out of it, but the leftists like to make you think it's pollution. It's not pollution. And emissions, CO2 emissions, that's another thing the Trump administration is addressing with the endangerment finding. It endangers us all. It was from the Obama that said that what we're exhaling right now, all of us humans, CO2, that's the part of the circle of life that makes plants grow a lot better. It's airborne miracle grow, was pollution. They still talk about it. Emissions, it's necessary. We have to breathe it like oxygen in a lot smaller amounts, but we exhale it in very large amounts. And they said this was pollution. It's wrong. Inflation is going to come down, and it's also going to come down because Trump is reversing the gross overspending that we've had, adding to our $36.7 trillion national debt. We're borrowing $2 to $3 trillion more every year. Biden ran it up by $7 trillion from 30 to $36.7 trillion. It's incredible. We have nearly $1 trillion in interest payments. All that causes inflation. When the government borrows money it doesn't have, throws it into the economy, it's a false sense that the economy was growing. In fact, we were in a recession the whole time, a private sector recession. It was shrinking while Biden was growing the government. So those things are going to contribute. Both the energy side, by having lower cost energy, will lower inflation, lower our food prices. Having less regulations will lower prices as well. So things are going to get better. And now the stock market's responded again because of the tariffs. I wasn't a big tariff guy, but with tariffs with a purpose, going to no tariffs across the world, allowing Americans to compete, we're going to have so much investment here. We're going to have so many new jobs, good paying jobs. We're headed in the right direction.
Yeah, we are headed in the right direction, but we had to get our collective head out of our backside, apparently. We didn't need new policies and new laws. We needed new leadership in America. Frank, it seems to be working. Always appreciate you being here, my friend. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome for having me on anytime. It's been a pleasure.
Always good to have Frank here. We have natural resources in spades. We do. And simply put, we should be using them. Not importing. Why would we import energy, for example? There's no reason to. America has more energy than any piece of real estate on the planet, more than anybody. More good farmland, more fresh water, enough timber to build 1 billion houses, and they have plenty left over. It's all true. But they try to tell you the whole world's doom and gloom. Wrong. God bless America. I'll be right back.